Hello, my name is Matthias Cavodia. Welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the Infinity crossover, a crossover written by Jonathan Hickman. And back when it came out, I didn't like it, even though I was really loving Hickman's run on the Avengers. I found all the compilation issues of this crossover. I sat down to reread it. And one thing I realized immediately, because I didn't get all the rest of Hickman's run, you're sort of jumping in the deep end. Like, Hickman, during his whole run on the Avengers, on any title where he is, he really builds up the lore and mythology. He tries to add as much as possible. And in the case of the Avengers, he built a lot. So you jump into the deep end of the pool. There's a couple of things that I just don't remember. And I know they're really important. I'm going to end up completely understanding once I go back and reread that whole run. But that's another really good thing about Hickman. Outside, he creates a ton of new characters and stuff like that. That's always a lot of fun with him. And the lore is that rereading his stuff, like a lot in those stories. And maybe the first time you go through, you don't notice stuff, or you didn't realize certain things were happening and realize later. But the thing is, you have to go back and reread it, and you're always going to find something new. And that's, at least for me, that's really awesome. It's something very similar to really good albums. Like every time you read it, listen to a good album, you're going to hear something you didn't see the first time. So we have Thanos. He has this new group of villains that are his generals. They're the Black Order. Like when we have generals, those are like you got the main bad guy, and the bad guy has lower, super powerful minion type bad guys. Call them the generals. They're always used very heavily in crossovers because each general, you're going to get a tie-in. Like one's going to go for the X-Men, one's going to fight against the Black Panther, another one's going to fight Fantastic Four. So I thought, when I saw the Black Order for the first time, I said, oh God, again, we're going to do this. These characters are after this crossover. You're never going to see them again. But happily, Black Order, really awesome. Outside of Infinity, they're going to pop up quite a bit. And even they show up in the MCU. Corvus Glaive is fantastic. Ebony Maw is a really fantastic villain on his own. Proxima Midnight, all of them, I thought they're really cool. So Corvus Glaive is going around the galaxy, visiting planets. He tells the leaders of the planets, you have to make an offering to Thanos. If not, he's going to just wipe your planet off the map. You have to kill everyone from 70 to 20 years old, decapitate them, and I have to take your offering to my master. So Corvus going to wherever the hell Thanos is, taking all these younglings' heads, while Thanos sent this really, I love the design. I can't remember what this guy is. He's looking for something on Earth, like something really important. To the whole situation with the builders, because that's sort of the thing I didn't like. I really wanted this crossover to focus only on Thanos, but there's like a lot going on. And it's sort of like how a war would go on. Like you have what's going on overseas and the conflict on the domestic front, like the Avengers dealing with the builders out in space, while the heroes that stayed behind on Earth. The word just left my brain. Having to deal with Thanos. So the builders are really ticked off with humanity. Basically, humans broke all of time and space, caused the whole situation of the incursions. I always thought that Age of Ultron is what sparked this. This pulls the builders, who are the mysterious creators of all sentient life in the galaxy, to want to destroy Earth as evil aliens want to, and basically flattening any kind of the planets, all the planets on their way. They're just destroying them. If they don't give up, all annihilated. And what I like about the builders, like this whole mythos of they're the ones that puts intelligent life all across the cosmos, but it's never explained if there's any relationship between the builders and the Celestials. I think maybe there's some issue that I missed, that Hickman didn't explain that. I always got that impression. But the thing is, the builders have these robots called Alephs. There's the one that pass judgment on the planets if the intelligent life there is satisfactory or not. A race of aliens called Ex Nihilo or Ex Nihila. They're the ones that sparked life in the first place. So we have the builders. They arrive to the planet of the Space Knights, basically wiping it off from the face of the galaxy. We cut back to that spy that Thanos had sent to the Earth, who shows a special interest in the Inhumans and especially into Black Bolt. He's able to purge some information from Black Bolt, and also the spy discovers the whole thing about the incursions and that the Illuminati, who are really important, and we're going to cover in another video, also had in their possession the Infinity Gems. I think by this time they actually were destroyed because they really screwed up. And if there's a lot of information I'm giving you it doesn't make sense, it's because Hickman just built a lot. There's so many things he did and built up during his time on the Avengers. So Thanos wants to take advantage of the builders creating chaos across the universe. Everyone's distracted. He's going to go to Earth and find what he's looking for. Hinted he's going for the gems, but there's something else even more important. So we have Earth's heroes, the Avengers, teaming up with the Skrulls, with the CR, with the people. I can't remember the planet where Star-Lord's father is from. I think it's called Spartax. Everyone joining forces, trying to stop the builders. But everything they do, they're just basically flattened. Like it's impressive that even Gladiator from the Shi'ar and the Imperial Guard are sort of like, oh shit, these guys are way out of our league. Some Avengers even get captured. The art from Lionel Francis Yu and Mike Deodato, fantastic in both series. Very different art styles, but they don't enter in conflict. They don't, because sometimes I don't like that in crossovers when you have two artists that have very different art styles and sort of give the feeling of change of tone in the stories, and they don't fit with each other. So Thanos discovers that the Illuminati were up to shenanigans with the Infinity Gauntlet. Black Dwarf is sent to Wakanda to take down Black Panther. He gets basically humiliated while Proxima Midnight hunts down Namor, and Namor actually does a really, really asshole thing. So what Namor does is there's a war between Wakanda and Atlantis, started thanks to what went down in Avengers vs. X-Men when Namor had the Phoenix Force within him, and he took a giant tidal wave and just destroyed a good part of Wakanda. Panther paid it back in kind. So what Namor does is he makes a deal with Proxima Midnight. We could take vengeance on T'Challa. Then we cut to Doctor Strange, who actually is possessed by Ebony Maw, and he's such a cool villain. Like, we're talking about the Sorcerer Supreme. Ebony Maw is able to take control of his mind, and he discovers even more dirty business that the Illuminati were in. Then we have Corvus, Glaive, and Supergiant going up against the X-Men. Here's the only thing I don't like: Wolverine getting taken down with one hit. That was sort of a thing for a real long time. Me being a Wolverine fan, this would always piss me off. Wolverine being taken down just with one attack. This happened way too much. Then we cut to Corvus Glaive going to the Inhumans and giving them an ultimatum, just like he did to all the other alien races: kill everyone from 17 to 20 years old. If not, you'll feel the wrath of my master. So, I'm going to tell you guys spoilers, just in case. The big thing is, what Thanos is doing across the universe is killing all of his offspring. For some reason, he doesn't want his kids alive anymore. That's why he's killing everyone off from a certain age, because he calculates when he was on that planet. And that he has actually a son that's half inhuman, and Black Bolt is aware of this, but he's going to protect his loyal subjects. And we discover, thanks to this, also the lost Inhuman tribes and all that. So this story is really worth reading. I do recommend it. I'm going to tell you guys, I actually put in the description below the issues. Well, yeah, I can tell you right now, also adding to that. We covered Infinity issues 1 and 2, Avengers issue 18, and New Avengers issue 9. So please read it. It's a lot of fun. Hickman's run on the Avengers, he kills it. I loved his work I love his work on the X-Men right now and Secret Warriors too. So see you guys next time. Bye.